So Friday na naman. For this vlog, I'm going to share with you Hi everyone, it's King Feliciano and welcome back to my channel. So Friday na naman, and you know what that means. May bago na naman tayong vlog today. Vlogging is no joke, guys. It's actually hard work, not gonna lie. But at the same time, super enjoy din niya gawin. Like every time I'm vlogging, I get to act as a videographer, editor, producer, and so on. So it can be a lot of fun. Anyway, back to the actual topic. Di ko pa na-explain sa inyo ng maayos. For this vlog, I'm going to share with you my plant collection. So, interesting to guys para sa akin, pero hindi ko alam kung interesting din para sa inyo. I'll start with how I got started with plants. I started collecting plants last year because of COVID. I bought my first, actually I didn't buy my first plant. Gift siya sa akin ni Kuya Pao when I got the job sa University of Otago. So I got a new desk space and it was looking a little bit empty. I wanted something green to decorate my new office desk. And so binilan ako ni Kuya Pao ng first plant ko. So ito actually siya. Ito yung panganay ko. So this is my first plant, dumb cane. I think ayun yung tawag sa kanya. It was actually half the size, half the height when I first got it. I'll show you some photos of what it looked like a year ago. So that was June 2020 when I got my first plant. Right now I have about 23 plants. That's not too bad. And I stopped actually collecting because I ran out of space dun sa office. Lahat my plants na, I think 23. That's all I can look after. So for those of you guys who are just starting collecting plants, I recommend getting like a dumb cane. I couldn't have started with a better plant actually because this one is very low maintenance for someone who's just starting out. If you forget to water it like for 1 week, it will survive. I really recommend this as a starter plant. So hindi ko na alam actually yung exact order of when I got them. I'll just explain the different types. That's another thing about my plant collection. Pagka nakakuha na ako ng isa, I don't want to kind of double up. Yung mga pots ko rin, they're all kind of like some shades of whites because my desk sa office is white then, so I kind of wanted to keep the theme. Parang maganda siyang tingnan. Wala rin akong succulents. Hindi pa ako na-hook sa mga succulents because like hindi siya nagbo-bloom, hindi rin siya nag-grow that quickly. So para lang siyang plastic. Pero comment din kayo kung meron kayong mga succulents and then kung ano yung masasuggest nyo na first succulent plant ko. Top 5 things that I do to look after my plants. So first one is I water them once a week with rainwater. Nag-iipon ako actually pagka umuulan. I put a bucket outside because some of this, hindi nila gusto yung tap water. Nag-yellow yung mga leaves nila pagka diniligan mo sila ng tap water. May mga nutrients na hindi mo nakakuha sa tap that you get from rainwater. So yun yung pinandidilig ko sa lahat ng plants ko. And then I mist them twice a week just to keep the humidity dun sa office ko. They are kind of in a north-facing window, so they get a lot of sun. They can get dried out like depending on the day. So I mist them twice a week. I spray them with bug spray once a week, but I don't spray them on the leaves. I spray them directly sa soil. So pag may nakikita kayong parang mga gnats or like bugs, just spray the soil and then that should fix it. Keep spraying it once a week for I don't know, a month. That will solve your bug issue. And I prune all of my yellowing leaves. As soon as it's kind of like half yellow na, I cut it out. Apparently, I read online, if the leaves are starting to yellow, it's best to get rid of them because they will use a lot of energy to try to keep that leaf alive. If you cut it out, mag-focus lang yung plant to producing a new leaf. The fifth thing that I make sure to do is give them enough sunlight. So I mentioned nasa may north-facing window yung mga plants ko. So I don't have a big problem with sunshine. In New Zealand, because we're in the southern hemisphere, north is where we get a lot of sun, and I think Philippines it's reversed, so you get more sunshine sa south facing windows. Kind of like bullet points: water with rainwater once a week, mist twice a week, bug spray once a week, prune any yellowing leaves, tsaka give them enough sunlight. So north facing window, or if you live in the Philippines nga, south facing window, that's the best for indoor plants. So next topic is, so what's my favorite plant type? When I first started collecting plants, I really got into pothos and philodendrons. One of my first, Brazil philodendron in my cans, and this one is a satin pothos naman, a golden pothos din. What else do I have? Oh, this one, itong tall one na to. This is a heartleaf philodendron. So that's where I started to like really collect, parang Pokemon. But being in New Zealand and then indoor plants being from the tropics, it's really hard to get like the variety because you have to import them from Asia and South America, and it's very strict dito sa New Zealand yung mga pinapapasok na plant. So we only have a limited amount tsaka limited type. Right now, yung favorite type of plant ko are Hoyas. So I think I mentioned that dun sa 50 facts video ko. I love plants. So favorite plant ko ngayon is Hoya. So ito siya. Ito yung isa sa mga Hoya plants ko. So I'll show you guys the types of Hoyas that I've been collecting. Ito yung plant na pinakita ko rin sa inyo dun sa video. I got this from Facebook Marketplace for like $30. So like 1,000 pesos. It was already that shape nung nakuha ko siya. And then I googled more about Hoyas, and I found out that you can get like different types. This is called Hoya shepherdi. I think this is a reverted Crimson Princess Hoya. And this one's like a Hoya red button. This one is another Hoya na hindi ko ma-pronounce yung name actually. And I have this Hoya australis then. So I'm guessing it's native to Australia. So that's my favorite plant type at the moment. They're so low maintenance. You can leave your Hoyas for like 3 weeks without water. And instead of soil, I use like clay balls. So these, and that means like less bugs then. Plants that are harder to look after. I find that Caletheas, when I first got it, hate niya talaga ako. Nagko-curl up siya, turning brown and yellow. I didn't know what I was doing wrong. I found out that it likes a lot of moisture pala. So I put it in a soil na absorbent. So kind of like a coconut husk or something like that. So this one is definitely super picky. Another plant that is not easy to look after is this one, a watermelon peperomia. It's so fragile. Hindi siya yung usual na leaves na pagka natabig mo siya na ganyan, won't fall off. Ito, pag nabunggo mo lang siya konti, mapuputol yung leaves. And I've done that a couple of times. I found out from just collecting more and more plants. The thicker the leaves, the easier it is to maintain. So far, I've only killed one plant, and it's one of the plants actually that I named. It was like a bush plant, and I called it George Bush. Ever since, hindi ko na pinangalanan yung mga plants ko because I think that was bad luck na pinapangalanan mo yung plants mo. Where do I get my plants from? Sa day in the life ko, I showed you guys one of the places. So at the Botanic Gardens sa Dunedin, they sell plants really cheap, but it's not regular. Tsambahan lang na makakuha ka ng mga plants doon. But this one, I got for $12, so around 300, 400 pesos from the gardens. And then I also go to a couple of like warehouse places dito sa New Zealand, Mitre 10 and Marketplace, then Facebook Marketplace, tsaka doon sa trade meet. So yeah, that's the places that I go to for looking at plants. But like I said, I'm not adding new plants anymore. I'm happy with what I have. Most expensive plant in my collection, I don't really have rare plants because they are super expensive na dito sa New Zealand, and I just don't trust myself then enough to buy like an expensive one. So hindi ako bumibili ng mga plants over like $30. I keep it under that budget for each one. So average siguro, my plant costs about like $15 to $20 each. Definitely had plants that I bought before but ended up not liking. What I did was either trade it, swap with another person, or I sell it online sa marketplace so I can buy a new plant na mas gusto ko. That's kind of what I do if I end up not liking the plant that I bought originally. So benefits of keeping plants, first off, they're just really nice to look at. Nakita niyo naman dun sa day in the life video, it's just like a nice space to work in. Having plants forces you to think outside of yourself. May inaalagaan ka other than yourself. Kind of like having pets, except yung plants, hindi tumatay. So I'll end this with tips for plant beginners. Start with 1 or 2 plants. Don't buy like 10 at a time. Just observe. Take photos if you want. I remember I did that when I first started collecting. Take photos so you can see if you're doing it right, or if you're not, you can do something different to kind of fix the issue. And then yeah, just have fun. So that's it for this vlog. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing my plant collection. Please watch my previous videos if you haven't already. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Have a good one, and I'll see you on my next vlog. Bye.